It's time for updates. Hopefully this will be a pretty quick video. I want to go through some of the things that I've been using for the last couple weeks and update you on how it's going. This video will come up after the Sephora sale is over, and I do have a couple of items here that are available on Sephora, and so the sale will be over. But Mother's Day is coming up. Lots of holidays are coming up. I'm sure there's going to be other sales. So the items that I talk about today when I give you updates, if you decide that you want to pick them up and you're like, well, the Sephora sale's over, you can buy them at full price. You can wait. A lot of these things will still be around for future sales at Sephora or other retailers. So I don't want you to feel like you've missed out if you suddenly decide after watching this video or anyone else's video that you have to pick these things up and Sephora sale's over. I promise you there's going to be more sales this year. In fact, I think there's going to be a lot of sales this year. So let's start with the foundation. I am wearing the Guerlain Terracotta Le Tint foundation. I have this in 0C, which is the lightest shade. It is the correct shade for me. So what I would say about this foundation is it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be for me. My skin is dry if you haven't watched my channel before. And if you haven't watched my channel before, hi. My name is Jennifer. I would love it if you would subscribe. Hit that little button down below. There's a little button that says subscribe. I noticed like people who watch my videos, like half the people don't subscribe. I don't know why. Do you not like me? Do you not want to subscribe? Hit the little button. But anyway, my name is Jennifer, and my skin is dry. I have rosacea, and I've had this weird thing going on just in here that my skin is peeling. Like it's literally flaking. Now, I don't know if I did something to my forehead. I don't know, but it is doing that. So with this foundation on it right now, if you get really close, you can see all the little parts that are, I'm trying to get as close to the camera, dehydrated. It's like you can see the little flakes. But I have to say, at a distance or outside, and I have natural light coming in. It's raining, but it's not. What is natural light? It's really not, it's not that bad. It actually looks okay. And as the day goes on, it actually wears pretty well on me. But the things I will say about this foundation is that it does have alcohol in it. It describes it as a natural perfection foundation, 24-hour wear, no trans for healthy glow. I wouldn't say it's glowy. What I would say though, is if you have like regular, average, whatever the word, I hate the word average, but if your skin is not oily and your skin is not dry, I think, well, actually I would say if your skin is not dry or really dry, I think this would work really well. I think if you have like normal combination skin, maybe even oily skin, I don't know because I don't have oily skin, but I think this would be a really good foundation for you because it is long lasting. As the day goes on, it does actually look really nice. And I have noticed that it really lasts. However, if your skin is dry and dehydrated like mine is right now with this part of my skin, it's really noticeable. Like it doesn't look terrible, but if you like zoom in here, you're like, oh yeah, you can see all the little dry spots. So what I would say is for somebody who has that kind of conditioned skin all the time, I really wouldn't recommend this. So if you're really dry, I would say no. Don't do this. If you lean dry, I think you could do this as long as your skin is feeling pretty good and you moisturize. If you're looking for something that's a long wearing foundation, this is a good choice. But again, it has alcohol in it. So just, keep that in mind. So it is going to dry out your skin. If you have combination skin, oily skin, I think, again, I don't have oily skin, so I can't really say, but I think this would be a good foundation. It actually looks really nice on the skin. The foundation gives a nice coverage. I have one pump. It was just one pump of foundation that I put all over my face. So I didn't use a lot. And it actually looks really nice. So again, I don't think it's a great choice for people who have really dry skin. But if you have combination skin, somewhat dry, I think it would work with a good moisturizer. So there's caveats to this one. What I have on my lips. What I have on my lips is the Rare Beauty lip tint. So when I did the video on this, my first review of it, I basically said I don't like it because it just is a stain on me, and it's still that way. If you look at my lips, it looks like a lip stain, right? What I would say about this lip oil is that it is not like the Dior lip oils or the maximizers or the Merit lip oils, the Hermes lip oils that stay on like a gloss. That is not what this product is. I talked about it in my review of it. It is a stain on me. So I think if you have dry lips, that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna go on, it's gonna feel comfortable, but then it's gonna just dry down to a stain. It doesn't dry out my lips, which is what I said in my video. It doesn't make my lips worse, but it does not make them better. So like the maximizers do. The maximizers make my lips feel better throughout the day. The other lip oils just feel comforting while they're lasting. However, I have learned how to use this for myself. So the shades that I have, Honesty, and let me just check the website. I was actually gonna do an update on this and let you guys know, hey, you might wanna check it out before the sale ends, but these have really not been available practically at all during the sale. When they have been available, I did post on Instagram, be like, hey, they're available because they popped back up, but then they were gone again. Honesty and Serenity, those are the shades I have. The one I have on my lips right now is Honesty. I have learned how to use these. So if you have dry skin like myself, but you like the idea of a tint, which I get, like it stains your lip and it stays on, what I do, so I put these on, I let it stain, so I let it sit, and then I take a lip maximizer and put it over it. And actually, that works really well because what you can do is you take a lip maximizer that's sheer, doesn't have a lot of color, and use it over this product because it stains your lip and it doesn't make your lips drier, which is a big deal because most of the stains that I've tried do make my lips drier. This one does not. So if you're looking for something that will stain your lip, give you some color, some pigment, but doesn't dry out your lips, this is it. And then you can take something shiny and sheer that put over it. My suggestion for something shiny and sheer is the maximizers. I have like 20 shades. They're all different. They're all really pretty. I showed the Intense Grape in my last video. I really like that one. It's really good. The Rose Nude is a pretty shade. Also though, the Clé de Peau Sparkle lipstick shades. So I'm gonna show you these on the back of my hand really quickly. There are only 4 shades. These were not available. They sold out when they first came out, but they are available at Neiman's right now. I'll make sure there's a link below. I'm sure Neiman's will have another sale. They had a gift card event recently that I took advantage of, but I'm sure there'll be more gift card events or more sales. Like I said, guys, you don't have to jump to get these things. They are not limited edition. When something is limited edition, I will let you know. All right, so here are the 3 shades that I have. Like I said, they're not, I don't have the 4th shade. Deepest one here, then the lightest, the middle one, and then the lightest one. So the deepest one is Ohia Lahua. Hopefully I'm close. Middle shade is Medea Magnifica. And then the last shade, which is like a whitish shade, is Sweet Nectar. And this one is like opalescent. Can you see how like when I go like this, get that opalescent shade? It's really pretty. They're actually all really pretty. I don't, you know, I wouldn't say any of them are, they're all beautiful. They do look different on the lips. They don't look that different in the swatches. I'm gonna use the opalescent one over what I'm wearing. So again, this is Honesty that I have on from Rare Beauty, and then I'm taking the Sweet Nectar and putting it over it. So you get that stain of your lips, but you also get the opalescence with some pigment to it. So again, it's an expensive lip combo because the Clé de Peau's are $50, but the Rare Beauty lip tints are $20. So they're very reasonably priced. Let's continue with lips. I talked about the Sisley Beverly Hills lipstick. This is limited edition, and I have actually thought about buying another one, which I don't like to do because I feel like, you know, there's a line, it's a fine line, between having a backup of a product that you really love and you're concerned will be out of stock, and frankly, hoarding a bunch of makeup. Because, look, if you like to do that, if you like to have a whole bunch of makeup, there's nothing wrong with that. It's your money, it's your life. You decide how you want to spend your hard-earned money. But makeup goes bad. We all know that. So, like, if you, especially cream products, so if you have it, and like you don't use it, it's a waste. So I don't like to waste things. However, I can see me going through that lipstick actually pretty quickly because it's a peach shiny lipstick, which is great for every day. And they're not, it's a very limited edition thing because it's a collab. So they're not gonna, it's not part of the regular lineup. I don't have backups of any of the other Sisley shiny lip shades, although I really like all of them because they're part of the, you know, regular line. So I was kind of like, I don't need those. But this one is a limited edition. So I might buy a backup. Which again, I don't really love to do because I have so many lip products, but I really like that shade. So we'll see. I'll update you guys and let you know. But I have to say, I do really like that product. Continuing with lips. Remember I said I was going to pick up Guerlain cases. I did pick up a couple Guerlain cases, not at Sephora, other places that gave me 20% off, and then some older ones. Like this is an older case that I got in the secondary market. But the shade is shade 03, which is available. You can get it at Nordstrom's. You can get it at, well, lots of retailers. It's a rosewood shade, but I thought it was very pretty. It's a satin. And then I put it in this case. So I really like the 03 shade if you're looking for a really nice satin shade that's a rosewood shade. This is a good choice for you. Then we have the Jones Road lip, I think they're lip tints. Yeah, lip tints. I love these. Now, first of all, I was gifted these. I have bought some myself, but I was gifted these. These are great. The two that I've been wearing more than anything else surprised me. So Just Pinky, which again, I'll put here. I wear this one a lot because it's just a really nice, it's kind of like a rosewood shade, but it's like a little bit of pink. And it just goes really well on my lips. And it like kind of looks like your lips, but better kind of look. And then the other one, and I love the cocoa one, but the cocoa one's a little deep and it's kind of spring here, sort of. So this one is the, I want to make sure I have the right name. This one is Mocha Rose Shimmer. This is a great shade. For any of you out there that like a brownie lip, this is so pretty on the lips. It's a brownie pink. And it's got this really nice shimmer to it. It's beautiful as like just an easy to go to shade. I really like it. I really love the Jones Road. I love most of the Jones Road products. There's a few products that don't really work for me. I'm gonna do a Jones Road shopping guide, it's coming. But the lip tints I think might be like one of my favorite products other than the mascara. Mascara is like hands down one of the best mascaras ever. But the lip tints are great because they give you kind of this look with one product and it's relatively inexpensive. Yeah, I really like it. And I like the thinner lipsticks. I've always been that way because I like to be able to put on my lipstick easily. Like I don't want to have to make sure I'm within the lines of my lip and be all careful. I admit, I'm usually like, this is usually in my purse and I'm like throwing it on. So I like the thinner lipstick because it fits within my lip. So I really love those. I actually want to order some of like the brighter shades for spring. So that's kind of my next order. I'm trying not to like, I'm trying to keep sort of closer to my low buy. But yeah, I like those products. So those are my lip products that I think are going to be great for spring that I really like. Of those, the only one that's limited edition that has a chance of like selling out is the Sisley Beverly Hills. The lip tints, lip oils from Rare Beauty, the reason they're sold out is because it's a brand new product. Rare Beauty is incredibly popular for those of you who haven't figured it out. And Sephora's having a sale. So, they'll come back in stock. So great product for people who are looking for a stain. If you're looking for something more moisturizing and comfortable, but actually nourishes your lips, lip maximizers. If you like a shiny lip, easy to use, then it's the Sisley or the Jones Road. Lipstick, the Guerlain G, satin, great. And then if you're looking for like a shiny lip gloss, these new Clé de Pose are excellent, but they are $50. So I would suggest waiting for a sale. All right. Highlighter. I'm wearing the Haus Labs highlighter. This is in Peach Delight. Peach Delight? No, Peach Quartz. Where did I get Peach Delight? Yeah, the highlighters are really nice. They're a really good formula. I can't say anything bad about them. They are really well done. They're good highlighters. You know, the thing is, I have to be honest, I don't wear a ton of highlighter. I wear a little bit like right here and then a little bit on my nose. I'm not somebody who goes ham with the highlighter. So it's not lost on me how pretty it is. It's just that, you know, I don't wear a lot of it. I have 3 of the Rare Beauty liquid highlighters in like the white shade, the pink shade, and like the rose bronze shade. Those are my favorites because they're easy to do. I can just dot it and then, you know, do it with my hands. These Haus Labs ones are really nice though, I will say, for a highlighter. They're beautiful. But I've also heard like the Guerlain ones, the recent ones that have come out are beautiful. The Hermes ones that have come out are supposedly beautiful. I have not bought them. The reason I haven't bought them is I just don't wear a lot of highlighter. So I think this is a good choice. And I think if you like highlighter and you wear a lot of highlighter, this is an excellent choice because I think it's a really good product and I think it's relatively reasonably priced. But again, it's just not really my thing. So I feel like, you know, it's not my, like, if you're talking lipsticks or eyeshadows, I'd be like, buy this. But for highlighters, I think it's good. I think it's a good highlighter. I think it's a good price point, but I just, you know, again, it's not my go-to product. But I don't want that to come out like I don't think it's a good product. I do. I like it. I think the Haus Labs stuff has actually been really excellent. Okay, bronzers. I am going to have a bronzer video. I am wearing the matte today. This is medium rosy. As I said in my video, do not buy the light rosy in the matte. There's something wrong with it. Or maybe my batch was bad. I don't know. But it's peach and it's very, very light. The medium rosy, however, is great for someone with my skin tone, which of course is a lighter skin tone. So the labeling is a little confusing, but it looks really nice on the skin. It really does. It's a beautiful, beautiful finish. I mean, look at that. It just looks, it's like seamless. It looks really great on the skin. It is cooler toned, and my hair is like doing crazy things. It is cooler toned. I think it does, the medium rosy is a good, well, it should be light rosy, but you get the point. It's a nice rosy bronze. I think it looks really pretty. The formula is really good. The packaging is cheap. But it's a cheaper price point. I mean, it's still expensive. It's not like super cheap. I think it was like $35. So it's not cheap. It's less expensive. How's that? But it does rattle, which kind of annoys me. But anyway, I do want to try the Radiant because I've heard from some of you that you've picked up the Radiant Light Rosy and it's beautiful. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find a light rosy before I do the bronzer video compilation ranking video. I did a video where I showed you all the bronzers. I actually want to rank like 1 to 10 my favorite bronzers, including the new ones. The NARS, as I've said and I did in my Instagram, the NARS is excellent. The NARS bronzer, it's definitely the neutral. I wouldn't say the shades that I looked at had coolness to them, but they are neutral. And then they have some that are bronzier, but they're deeper shades and not really my thing. Blush. I am wearing the Giorgio Armani blush, and I'm wearing this in shade 51, which is, what's the shade name? I don't know, but I'll have it down below. That was the shade I did not wear in the video where I reviewed these. The video where I reviewed these, I did 50 and 52. 50 is the one that looks like Orgasm. It's very similar to the NARS Orgasm. It resembles a shade called O that came out. And I used to have, and I don't know what happened to it. And then 52, which is more like that lavender pink. The 51 that I have on today is just like more of a pink, but it's a beautiful shade. It looks great on the face. And I love these blushes. Absolutely love them. My only complaint is that 10 and 11 do not seem to be available in the United States. I heard from many of you that 10 and 11 are available in Canada. Great, I'm not in Canada. And some of you were kind enough to offer to send them to me, which is incredibly kind. I do appreciate. I did notice that on the Giorgio Armani site in the United States, it does say 10 will be available, coming soon. We'll see. But 11, I see no sign of. I'm going to be doing some international travel in May. Let's see if I can find them, 10 and 11. And if I can't, I might ask some of you if you're really willing to send me them, because those look like the lighter shades, and I've seen swatches. They look beautiful. I don't know why they wouldn't bring them here. It doesn't make any sense. But I love the formula. I think it's stunning. So I think it's really gorgeous. It's a luminescent blush, but I just think it looks so nice on the face. And I mean, not like I don't have enough blush, but love the Armani blushes. Even more than I originally did when I talked about it. And last but not least is something that I'm kind of eating my words. So here's the thing. The Dior summer collection that came out, I didn't buy the bronzer, I didn't buy the highlighter. The highlighter looks really nice, but I have one that's similar. The bronzer is the same shade that I already had, which is shade 4 with different packaging. Packaging is lovely. The balms are nice, like those. The nail polish is very pretty, but you know, it's nail polish. There were 2 eyeshadow quints. Rivage, which I did a video on very early on, had up on Patreon and then put up here. To be honest with you, I don't really recommend it. It's a pretty peach look, but you can get a pretty peach look with much less cost and fewer shades, frankly. And so I didn't really like that one. And I hadn't received Eden Rock yet because the UK mail was all screwed up and a whole bunch of things happened. And anyway, so I kind of assumed, which is always a mistake, that the formulas would be the same for the Rivage and the Eden Rock. And in some ways, that's true. This is not the traditional formula that Dior came out with 3 years ago, which is creamy and has the oil, pine oil, and the aloe. It doesn't. It's a different formula. It's a sheerer formula. It's a lighter formula. However, I really like this quint. So when I first did the review, I was kind of like, yeah, you know, it's not that great. It's actually I'm eating my own words. I'm totally fine with that. I make mistakes too. It's a really nice quint. I really, really like it. And one of the reasons I like it actually maybe the main reason that I like it is the blue that's in here. So, I mean, it's kind of one shade, but the other shades work really nicely with it. And especially, a video is going to go up over here of me putting this look on. This look I wore, the one I have on my eyes right now, in my Sephora video, and everyone wrote me saying, what do you have on your eyes? I'm like, guys, it's in the description box. If you're ever wondering, it's in the description box. But I wrote back to everyone, I was like, yeah, this is Eden Rock. And they're like, well, what are you wearing? I was like, the blue shade and the cream shade from Eden Rock. And that's all that it is. So I put together this short little video while I was getting ready today so you guys could see me do the look. And it's really simple. I take the blue shade, I put it through the crease with a very chunky crease Hakuhodo brush. The number of the brush is G5524. I think this is a really hard brush to find. If I can link it, I will. And then I take the cream shade and I put it all over the eye, as you can see in the video, and that's it. Then I take the Chanel Blue Carbone, which I don't know if it exists anymore. This was limited edition, and I told everyone how much I liked this shade when it came out. So I love these liners. I lined my eyes with it, and then I used the Fenty mascara. All this look is. It's all it is. This is 2 eyeshadow shades. So yes, I really like this look as well. This blue is a really unusual blue. It is this grayish blue. I would also call it, people who have like worked with paints and stuff, I'd call it like Wedgwood blue, or Nantucket blue, I think it's also been called. There's a number of shades for blue, obviously, but it's a gray blue. It has a gray undertone like the Blue Carbone does that is really nice on the eye. And it's not this bright blue that you feel like you can't wear anymore or wear anywhere. I mean, it's this really nice gray blue that like looks good with denim. It looks good with gray. It looks good with neutrals. It looks good with everything. It is not your 1980s blue. So I was wrong when I said it was just sort of okay and I didn't really like the formula that much. It is a different formula. It's not my favorite formula. My favorite formula will still be the Dior that was revamped 3 or 4 years ago. But this is a really nice quint, and I think it's actually unusual because this blue-gray shade doesn't exist in many places. So I really, really like it, and I think it's worth picking up. The other palette is the Byredo palette, and the Byredo palette is stunning. Again, I was not going to pick that up because I was like, I don't need another palette unless you guys wanted to see it. Your feedback on Instagram leaned a little bit towards getting it, so I was just like, fine, I'm gonna get it. It's beautiful. It is an amazing palette. The formulas in there are stunning, all the different formulas. What I'd say about the Byredo is if you have experience with the oysters, the small ones, and you're like, I don't really like that, it is not the same. I don't know if different people make the big palettes versus the small ones. It feels like it. It's a completely different experience. If you buy one large palette this year, at least from what I've seen thus far, and I know it's only April, buy the Byredo Remembrance palette. It is stunning. They are pinky neutrals, warm neutrals, that type of thing. I get it. And if you want something very colorful, that is not the palette for you. But the formulas in there are really unique. And for $105, it's a lot of money, but you do get a lot of shades because there's 18 shades. That's my take. That is my update. I'm sure I missed something. Let me know. I tried to go through everything really quickly and there was a lot of products. So if there's something I missed and you want to know more about it, please ask me below. Okay, giveaway. Here are the details about the giveaway. There are tons of scammers on YouTube. And what keeps happening is that you guys will comment below in a video where I'm doing a giveaway, and then the YouTubers will write to you, respond to you here on YouTube and say, you've won. And then they lead you to like some, app, WhatsApp or something, and basically either get information from you or try to get you to give them money. So in order to address that, there's only two ways that I can do a giveaway, or I can just stop doing giveaways, which I really don't want to do because I know you guys like giveaways. So I have the Eden Rock palette. I have the Hazy Sensuality from Tom Ford. And I have a whole nother video coming up with Tom Ford, which is why I didn't say it in this update video, but yeah, spoiler, they're all good. It's a good formula. But I'll have a separate video. Here's how you have to enter the giveaway. In this video, I need you to put how to contact you. So I know you don't want to give out your email addresses because again, spammers can get that kind of information. So what I would say is if you have an Instagram handle, don't put the @ symbol, by the way, because if you put the @ symbol, it erases your comment. Just put your Instagram name. So for example, I'm Allfeisty on Instagram. So I would just write Allfeisty. No @ symbol, nothing, just Allfeisty. And then which palette you want. You want the Hazy Sensuality, you want the Eden Rock. Put which one you want. And anything else you'd like to comment would be great. And make sure you like the video. You have to be subscribed to my channel, and you have to be publicly subscribed to my channel. So I have to be able to check that you're subscribed to my channel. If you turn it off, I can't check that you're subscribed to my channel. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like the video, make sure you put down below your Instagram handle without the @ symbol and which palette you want. I am going to announce the winner on my community page in YouTube and on Instagram. That is it. That is the only place you will see if you won. If you get any comments in this video from anyone, they are not from me. Not respond to anybody. And I'm saying it like this because this has happened on so many people's channels and I feel terrible. People get their information taken, they pay for things, and just horrible things. So do not, if somebody writes in a comment on this video, you've won, do not respond. I try to report these things, but again, you can only do so much. So the giveaway ends on May 5th, Friday, May 5th. On May 6th, Saturday, May 6th, I will announce the winners on my community page and on Instagram. If you do not have an Instagram account, then you need to check my community page. Well, you have to check my community page. You should check my community page anyway on Saturday the 6th, but check it. And then you can email me. My email is up on my YouTube about me. It's jen.allfeisty@gmail.com. So you can email me when you see that you've won. That is the only way this is going to work, because if I do it any other way, if I try to comment here in the YouTube video or anything else, scammers will get you. So again, put down below your Instagram handle without the @ which palette you want. And then on May 6th, I will announce on my community page who won and which one you won. I will also announce it on Instagram. If you have an Instagram account, make sure you're subscribed to me on Instagram, and I can direct message you on Instagram because that's a way for me to do that on Instagram. You don't have that ability on YouTube. It's not a thing. But on Instagram, I can direct message you and say, hey, you've won. But I will also announce it there with your Instagram handle. So it will automatically notify you that you're part of that notice. On the YouTube page, on the community page, it'll just be on May 6th and you'll see it. So if you don't have an Instagram handle, I will say specifically, okay, go ahead and email me and give me your information and I'll send you the palette. That is the only way I can do this giveaway, guys, because the scammers have made it basically impossible to do giveaways on YouTube, because they basically, you know, reach out to you in the comments below and try to trick you into giving the information. So I don't want anyone to give out information to anyone that shouldn't be getting it. And I don't want anyone to, like, you know, give anybody any money or anything like that. So that's how we're going to do this. I know I've said this like 4 times and you're probably like, yes, Jennifer, I get it. But the thing is, I've done this before and I've said specifically, like, this is how it's gonna, and people still are getting scammed. So I just want to say it like ad nauseum until, like, you don't want to hear it anymore, because I just don't want anyone, I would feel really terrible if somebody, you know, somebody gets their information stolen or pays anybody anything because of a giveaway that I've done. So that's why I'm being like adamant about it. I wish there was a way for YouTube to stop these people from being in your comments, but for some reason we can't do that. So May 6th, I will announce the giveaway on Instagram and on my community page. Make sure you put your Instagram information below with the palette that you want. I'll say it like 10 more times in different places. And I wish you all luck. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.
Yeah.